heaven, West Virginia.
Rogan, who hosts the Joe Rogan Experience podcast, has frequently promoted unproven methods for treating COVID-19 and downplayed the need for vaccines. Last year, Spotify purchased his podcast library for an estimated $100 million. Dr. Murthy, what do you think are the best ways to push back on misinformation about COVID that continues to be aggressively pushed, whether it be Joe Rogan's podcast or all over Facebook?
Well, Mika, it's such an important question because we can have the best science available, we can have the best public health expertise available, but it won't help people if they don't have access to accurate information. Something I've always believed as a doctor is that people have the right to make their own decisions, but they also have the right to have accurate information to make that decision with. I know when it comes to how we root out the misinformation in society right now, and give people access to accurate information, we've got to do several things. Number one, we've got to recognize that our technology platforms, whether particularly social media, these have an important role to play. These are the predominant places where we're seeing misinformation spread. These platforms have still not stepped up to do the right thing and do enough, I should say, to reduce the spread of misinformation. But each of us also has a role to play here because we all have platforms. And particularly if you're somebody who has a large following, whether you're an entertainer, a politician, in the media, it's your responsibility, all of our responsibilities, to make sure that we are thoughtful in what we are sharing. This is not just about entertainment. It's not just about garnering clicks. This is about people's lives. And we have seen time and time again that misinformation costs people their lives. We all have this is not just about what government can do. This is about companies and individuals recognizing that the only way we get past misinformation is if we are careful about what we say and we use the power that we have to limit the spread of that misinformation. That's going to be a critical part of how we get through this pandemic.
All right, guys, that's the new video. And we had the Surgeon General going on MSNBC saying that that Spotify need to shut down Joe Rogan because he doesn't like what he's saying. That's fascism. Okay? If you think the federal government has a right to tell businesses whether or not what kind of content they can have on their platforms or what's going on with their business, you're a fascist. That's what this is. Okay? The other thing is, when it comes to Neil Young coming out and saying, Spotify, if you do not take Joe Rogan off, I'm going to stop releasing music on your platform, and I'm going to take my music off your platform. Choose which one, me or you. First thing, Spotify's paying Joe Rogan $100 million for his content to put on Spotify. You know why? Because they want the controversy. Because he was a controversial figure before this happened. And they want the controversy because it's giving them more business. Because more people are going there to check out Spotify to watch him. Not only that, watch other content that's on their platform. So you leaving isn't going to hurt them one bit. So your ultimatum here is kind of a waste of time. And when it comes to what the Surgeon General is saying about Facebook and about YouTube and other platforms, they've been shutting people's voices down. So I'm trying to figure out what they're talking about, that there's too many people out there putting disinformation. First thing, there might be some smaller channels probably doing it, but you know what? It's hard for those platforms to catch them because they are smaller channels. And I don't think it's right anyway. They have a right to go out and put their opinion out in public square. If you have a different opinion, put your opinion out in public square and let the information of ideas, let everybody find out what each person thinks, and then they can choose whether or not what side they believe in. That's just my opinion. Whenever you do something where you're shutting one voice down and you're allowing another voice to rise up, you're picking winners and losers. That's not your decision to do so. It is the public opinions of ideas that need to do that. But guys, that's my opinion. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please hit like and subscribe. It helps the channel grow. Peace.